Sunny was off to face against a nightmare creature. And not any creature, but one of the fifth category, a dread, fearsome tyrant. On the other side of the bonfire, most of the slaves were already dead. A few soldiers weren't going to last long. The tyrant picked up a dead slave and torn it in half. Mountain King chewed, streams of blood flowing down its chin. Sunny was thinking, measuring his chances of survival. The young soldier tossed a burning piece of wood at the monster. Sunny found he needed distraction, using a force of nature, gravity as a weapon. The young hero's foolish bravado presented an opportunity. Sunny told Shifty and Scholar to get closer to the wagon quickly with him. Sunny instructed them to remove the wedges from the wagon's rear wheels and push it forward. When he told them to do, Hero was weaving between the creature's limbs to distract it. Now everything depended on his hand-to-eye coordination and luck. Turning to Shifty and Scholar at the right time, he screamed and now. Then, Sunny picked up a sizable length of chain. Sunny concentrated on the weight of the chain in his hands, the distance between him and the tyrant. Gathering all of his strength, Sunny spun and threw the chain in the air. The loop opened as it flew, closing in on the position of the fight between Hero and the tyrant. Sunny's plan was to pull on the chain and tighten it around the monster's ankle. Once one of the tyrant's feet landed in the trap, he could do it. In the last moment, Mountain King suddenly flinched back. Instead of falling on the ground, the chain loop landed perfectly around its neck. A second later it tightened, acting as an iron noose. Moments later, the wagon would roll off the cliff, pulling the tyrant down with it. Sunny looked back to make sure, and instantly turned even pale. Shifty and Scholar did manage to remove the wedges and were now desperately pushing it to the edge of the road. However, the wagon was rolling very slowly. He turned to the tyrant, panicking. The creature, surprised by the sudden weight pressing down on its neck, was already raising its hands to tear the chain apart. In the next second, Hero crashed into one of the tyrant's legs, throwing it off balance. Sunny was already running to the wagon, pushing with all the strength alongside. The wagon sped up a little, but was still rather slow in reaching the cliff's edge. The tyrant finally got a hold of the chain tied around its neck, ready to free itself. Now whether they lived or not was just a question of which thing would happen first.